Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with this question. There's not much I enjoy. I don't like it, you know? Hey guys, it's Naka. So I thought I would do a Q&A for you guys. A lot of people ask me a bunch of questions about how I'm feeling, wondering about my pregnancy and all this stuff. So I thought I would just update you guys on everything going on. So let's get into this. Okay, so the first question, I've been asked this question so many times. It's, do you have a nursery, or are you gonna have a nursery, or like to show the nursery and everything like that? Mates, ain't no nursery here. Sesame is getting a little corner with a bunch of little clothes. Like there's no nursery. What? She is lucky that they're gonna get a crib. Like it's gonna be like just tiny. And then once they're older, then you know, like I want them to have like a really, really nice room, because right now we live in a 1-bedroom apartment, and I don't want to have a bunch of like baby stuff, because it's our first baby, and a lot of times people, when they have their first child, it's like they go overboard with the spending. But not me. I'm very minimalistic. Like I want Sesame to have everything she needs, but like small, you know. You don't need a lot. All Sesame does is sleep and poo and drink milk. He don't need no grandiose things. So and I'm gonna show you guys the nursery. Okay, next question is, when is the gender reveal? Ooh, mates, you tell me, because I don't know. We're actually going to go look at venues or like places for the gender reveal tomorrow or the day after. We have a couple to look at. So it's going to be at the end of this month. We finally get to know what Sesame is, and I can stop saying he, she. So yeah, mates, I'm super excited. So stay on the lookout. Let me know what you guys think Sesame is. Is it a cute little boy or like a cute little girl? Let me know. So this question ties into the gender reveal. It is, hey Naka, what do you think Sesame is? A boy or a girl? Or what do you want to have? Ooh, that is, mates, I'm sweaty. Like it's hot up in here. Ever since I got pregnant, I sweat a lot. But me personally, I think that Sesame is a boy, and I think you guys caught on to that, because whenever I talk about Sesame, I say he. And like it's so weird, because I meet people and I talk to people, and like they always say, oh, I think you're having a girl. And every time they say that, I'm like, something in my head's like, no, I think it's a boy. And I remember the first time, I think I was like 8 weeks at the ultrasound. I remember I was having a really, really bad day, and then I was gonna lay down to do the ultrasound, and then I remember I looked and I saw Sesame, and it was like a voice in my head. Like, I don't know what it was. It was like this thing that told me it was like, oh, it's a boy. And I was just like, what? How do you know? So, and if you watch me and Dominic's channel, you know that I've been saying like, I had a dream that I had a baby boy. And then I was like, okay, God, if it's a boy, let me have another dream that I'm having a boy. And I had another dream that it was a boy. And then I said in the video that I'm gonna try to confirm again. So I was like, okay, God, if it's really a boy for the third time, like, can you like show me it's a boy? And then I had a dream. I was at an ultrasound clinic, and they were doing the gender, trying to find out the gender. And me and Dominic were like, okay, we're not gonna look. And then I turned to, like, accidentally turned, and then we saw the little and it was a boy. You know, the little water fountain the boys have, you know, that, yeah. So we saw that, and it was a boy, and I was like, maybe it could still be a girl, you know? So after all those dreams, I was like, okay, I think God is telling me like, you're having a boy, like let's do this. And for me, I think I was having all these dreams about the baby and stuff like that, because it was really hard for me to connect with the baby during the first trimester. For those who don't know, I really wasn't, at one point I was considering not going through with the pregnancy. So I think God really wanted me to keep Sesame, you know? So that's why I was having those dreams, and I was like, oh, that's weird. So it was entertaining, and it was fun to have those dreams. So I think, you know, there's a reason why. So I think it was just God wanting me to connect with Sesame, and just giving me that little hope is why I was having those dreams. Because now that, you know, I'm in a better state of mind, and I feel better, and I'm connected to Sesame, like, it doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl, but I think it's a boy because of all those dreams. A lot of people, they say that it's a girl because of the shape of, ooh, mates, Sesame is kicking up in there. He's like, yes, I'm a boy. If it's a girl, you guys, It's gonna be, me and my husband were talking about it, we're like, it's gonna be such a surprise. Like, you know how those gender reveals, like, oh my god, because like if it's a boy, we're gonna be like, okay, we knew it. But if it's a girl, oh my god, it'd be such a nice surprise, like a plot twist. So for us, it doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl. The only reason why I say it's a boy is because I keep having dreams that Sesame's a boy. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's a boy. And for those who don't know, my mom was pregnant 8 times, and 7 out of all those babies were boys. And I'm the only girl in my family. Dominic is just him and his brother, and his dad, on his dad's side, they had like a bunch of boys, and there's only 1 girl. So it's like, mates, the odds are very slim for us to have a girl. So yeah, maybe Sesame is a girl. We don't know, guys. I'm excited. It's our first baby, so it doesn't matter what we get. Okay, mates, next question is, how's pregnancy going? Do you still hate it? Whew, mates. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with this question. Some days I really enjoy being pregnant. I feel like whenever I feel Sesame, I feel the little flutters and I feel Sesame kicking. I really enjoy it. But there's days where I can't even get out of bed. I'm so tired. And it's a lot, you know? And those days, it's like, it's not that I hate being pregnant, but it's just like, I don't enjoy it, you know? But one thing I've learned is that pregnancy comes with ups and it comes with downs, but it's definitely not what I expected. It's definitely not what it's made to look like in the movies, you know? Like, it's not a joyride for some. And, you know, for some people, it's amazing and they love it. But for others like me, it's not enjoyable. And I'm gonna be honest, like, there's not much I enjoy about being pregnant other than knowing that I'm growing a baby and I get to meet my son or daughter soon. But other than that, you take that out of the equation. I don't like having a big belly. I don't like everything else. I don't like my changing body. I don't like being tired. I don't like being sleepy. I don't like being moody. It's just like, I don't like it, you know? So it's just like, it's just me feeling that way. I'm also very excited, you know, like I have to go through this in order to have a baby, you know, in order to have children. So yeah, that's just how I feel. It's just like, now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, you know what? Some days are good, some days are bad, but I just have to stay positive, because being down and crying and being sad, it's not good for Sesame and it's not good for me. So I try my hardest to stay positive for my baby's sake. It was a really shock for me because I didn't know about, you know, HG. No one told me about it. Like, when people talk about morning sickness, you know, when you ask women, yeah, I had really bad morning sickness, and it's just pushed under the rug, you know, but it just hit me, like, it just like, I didn't even know you could be on medication while you're pregnant. I didn't even know, like, you know, some women threw up the whole day. So it's just like being on medication and throwing up. It was just, it sucks, you know. And like every day I have to take pills, and like if I don't take pills, I have to get injections. So it's just like, it's not fun. It takes away from, you know, like me being pregnant and liking it. And I always used to think that I would love having a belly, but mates, it's heavy and it's just, you can't sleep properly. Like, it's just, and I don't like to complain because I don't want people, because I know there's people out there that can't have children, you know? So it's just like me sitting here complaining when there's someone that wishes they could go through what I'm going through, you know? So it's just like, there's no point in complaining. Like, I literally have to have a positive mindset because there's someone that would kill to be in my situation, you know? And I've been thinking like that. It's like, you're being selfish right now. There's other women that would, you know, they wouldn't mind being sick and stuff like that. So I'm really trying to be positive, and I'm so grateful that I am pregnant and my baby is healthy and doing well. So to me right now, all that matters is my baby, and to just stay healthy for my baby. And you know, once I meet Sesame, these pregnant women, they are always like, the pain is worth it once you have your little baby in your hands. So that's what I'm telling myself, mates. And I'm in a better state of mind and I'm happier, and I am, you know, enjoying it. Like, now that Sesame started kicking, it's like, oh my God, like it makes it more fun because it's like, okay, I actually have something in there. It's not just a big belly with nothing in there. You know what I mean? So yeah. The next question is, what side of your stomach guys, all these questions are about Sesame. Like, this baby has taken over my life. But what side of your stomach does Sesame stay at? So Sesame, I'm gonna show you guys. So this is my dress. You see that, mates? Sesame is literally right here at the bottom. That's where my baby's at. But yeah, so Sesame is literally at the bottom, like chilling. That's what, and which is like really, really good. The guy was telling me like he's at a good position because all he has to do when it's time to come out is just like turn a little. And Sesame is just like, he's amazing. Or see guys, like it's just, I don't do it on purpose. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's my subconscious telling me like, hey, say he. And I try so hard not to be like, oh, he. And I'm like, oh no, it could be a girl, you know? So Sesame's at the bottom. So yeah, that's where my baby chills. And yeah, I'm excited to meet this little Sesame. He's not quiet. But yeah, Sesame is, I was gonna say Sesame is quiet, but Sesame is not quiet. This baby, Okay, next question. Not a question, Naka, but a request. Kindly name Sesame Sesame. It's a cute name. It really is so cute, and I don't know how we're gonna stop calling this baby Sesame once Sesame's born. You know what I mean? So, it's really hard. And the thing is, like, we won't know what Sesame's name is going to be until I give birth. So I don't know, because we're gonna pick 3 names that we like, and then once I give birth and we see Sesame for the first time is when we're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna name you this. Because me personally, like, I want to see the baby to see what name goes better with the baby. And also when you give birth, you have a little while to name the baby, which is really nice. So Sesame is really, really cute. But I would name Sesame Sesame, but I don't think my husband is wanting to, he doesn't like to name babies after like things or something like that. He wants them to have like a legit name. So maybe we'll keep the name Sesame as a nickname. Maybe, because I have a nickname that my family calls me. So it's probably gonna be like that. Okay, next question. Are you having a vaginal or C-section delivery? And are you going to film the experience? I'm hoping that I can do a vaginal birth. That's what, you know, I'm going for. Vaginal natural birth. Just because for the recovery, I don't want to take any medication. I want to be like up and ready to walk, you know? So I think the hospital is really close to our house. So when I'm having my contractions, is that what they're called? Anyways, when the is happening, I want to be able to walk to the hospital. It's literally like a 5-minute walk. Because I heard that, yo, can you imagine me? I'm walking to the hospital and Sesame comes out in the middle of the street. Maybe we're gonna take a taxi, maybe. Yeah, we're not gonna risk it. But yeah, so I would love to have a vaginal birth. I want to have a vaginal birth, but at the end of the day, whatever is meant to happen will happen. There's nothing I can do to change it. It's already written in the books, but I would love, and I'm gonna try my hardest to have a natural vaginal birth. But like I said, like, if I have a C-section, it's okay. It's not the end of the world as long as my baby's healthy and makes it into the world, mates. Okay, this question was asked a lot is, I wonder if your mother will be present at your delivery as this will be her first child. Is your mom gonna be there during your delivery? So yes, I do want my mom to be there, but the thing is, like, I don't know when Sesame is gonna be born. So it's like I do have an estimated due date, but like they say, your first child usually either comes for a lot of people later. So I don't know, it all depends on when Sesame's here and when my mom gets here. But if she's not there in the delivery room, like, it's fine. I have my husband and I'm gonna be happy, and my mom can meet Sesame like later. So I want her to be there, but it all depends on when Sesame decides to make their grand entrance into the world. But my mom is super excited. Like, every day she's like, oh, how many weeks are you? Like, do you have any names? And which I'm not sharing any names with anyone. I made the mistake of telling people like, oh, I like this name, and they're like, ooh, I don't like that name. And I was like, excuse me. So I've learned not to share any names. Like, when people ask, do you have any names? I'm like, yes, I do, but I'm not telling you. So you can discourage me? No. Okay, last question, mates. Ooh! Mates, I hope my sweat is not picking up on camera. I need those like sweat blockers. You know what I'm talking about? Someone said my skin looks really nice. I'm like, really? Okay, last question is, have you got any food cravings? I feel like the person that wrote this might be English. I'm not sure. But no, I don't have any food cravings, which really sucks. Like, I was excited for pregnancy because I was like, ooh, I'm gonna be walking down the street and I'll smell something and I'll want to eat it. No, I don't have any food cravings, but I do have foods that I cannot eat that make me nauseous. So I think something went wrong there, but there are certain foods that Sesame does not like sweets. Sesame does not like anything sweet. Sesame does not like juice. Sesame does not like anything that I used to like. Basically, me and Sesame, we have total opposite taste buds. Like it's a battle up in here, mates, because I'm like, ooh, I want to eat pizza, I want to eat that. Sesame's like, no, eat chicken nuggets, eat chicken wings. Like that's what Sesame likes. And I'm like, chicken wings, chicken nuggets. Like I haven't eaten these foods in so long. For breakfast, I'm like, oh, I want to have like pancakes and eggs. Sesame's like, no, I don't like eggs. I don't want pancakes. Go make me chicken nuggets and wings. And I'm like, oh my, who is this baby? Like trying to tell me what to eat? And then I'm like, no, I'm not gonna eat that. Okay, you're getting sick. Like Sesame, he's a fighter. Like if I don't give Sesame what they want, yo, he like ends me. And that's why I think Sesame is a boy, because I'm always like, my girls wouldn't do this to me. My girls, they're gonna be gentle, sweet to me. Because when my mom was pregnant with my brothers, it was literally like this. I asked her, it was literally like this. Like I asked her, I was like, oh, did you have a hard pregnancy? And I wake up like at night at like 2, 4, 5, eating, hungry. And she was like, yes. I would wake up in the middle of the night eating. But then she said with me, it was like easy breezy. Like she could eat whatever she wanted. Like it was a good pregnancy. And I was like, I knew it. Because girls, we look after our moms. These boys, mates, they're ready to fight. But anyways, mates, I'm super excited. I'm feeling better. You guys can see I have more energy. Like my mind space is at a really good place. And I hope it stays like this. I count down the days till I give birth, mates. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'll see you in my next video. Toodaloo! Bye!